Last night's game between Canada and the United States was some of the best hockey that I've ever seen. There was fighting, there was hitting. It was an absolute bloodbath out there. And you know what? Every single concern that I had about this tournament possibly not being competitive enough was tossed out the window right at the opening face-off. But this game review is brought to you by Miraj Trading. And it doesn't matter if you're Canadian, American, or even a member of the friggin' Taliban. At some point in our lives, we've all been interested in collecting hockey cards. There's no better place to get yours than right here at MirajTrading.com. You can find their links in the description of today's video, but here we go. Canada, United States of America. The puck is dropped, and so are the mitts. My God, this game started off with a bang, didn't it? 3 fights in the first 9 seconds. We had Matthew Tkachuk going at it with Brendan Hagel. They kind of set the tone. Then we had Brady Tkachuk versus Sam Bennett. And on the very next face-off, just when I thought it was done, they were like, no, we're not done. It's going to be JT Miller against himself and Colton Parayko. This was kind of like a handicap match. Now, I can't speak for everyone, but I was absolutely loving it. I thought the fans were gonna blow the roof off the Bell Center. And when this game finally gets underway, when 2 of these teams finally decide to play, it's gonna be Connor McDavid who opens up the scoring in this hockey game. Look at the way he explodes in the ozone. Explosive as diarrhea, this guy. He gives Team Canada a 1-goal lead, but guess what? After a perfect start, only a few minutes later, the Americans, they're gonna answer right back. Oh, no. It's Jake Gensel firing a muffin at Jordan Binnington, and somehow it squeaks right by him. Not gonna lie, I personally felt like Binnington, he should have had this one. Now, he would make a couple of more big saves near the end of the first period to somewhat redeem himself. But now, we're gonna move on to the second period, where the intensity in this game continues to ramp up. Sam Bennett's out here trying to kill someone. Brady Tkachuk is out here trying to kill someone. Even Connor McDavid is out here trying to claim a victim. Look at that. That's a reverse hit. Plus, he might have even got a little bit of elbow grease on that one. That's not a bad day's work. 2 of these goaltenders are facing an equal workload, but after a Sidney Crosby turnover and a really bad line change, it's going to be Dylan Larkin who puts the Americans on top. Yeah. There was just a few minutes left in the second period, and you can feel it. You could feel it in the air. As a Canadian, you knew it was going to be tough for the boys to get back into it. And during the third period, Connor Hellebuyck, he slammed the door shut. He stopped all 8 shots from Team Canada. Jake Gensel is eventually going to fire home an empty netter, which makes your final score of this game 3-1 for the United States of America. The Canadians outshot him. You could even argue that they matched that intensity that the Americans brought to their game. But unfortunately, they just didn't get the goaltending. And listen, I know, that probably doesn't sound fair. The guy only let in 2 goals. But the problem is, you can't be letting in dirty goals like this one right here, okay? You can't. Connor Hellebuyck didn't do that. In fact, he was incredible. He faced more shots. No squeakers went by him. Let's face it, there's no room for error in a tournament like this. The United States has defeated Canada, and you gotta give them some credit because this team, they were hungry last night. That was not your typical hockey game, ladies and gentlemen. That was a war. It was beautiful. You could really feel the hatred brewing between these 2 teams. And I mean, hatred and hockey, it goes together like milk and cookies. Now, Tom Wilson should have definitely been in this lineup. I don't care what anyone says. This guy is not a liability. He's got 24 goals this season, which is quite a few more than a lot of the guys who did make the team. He would have looked so good alongside a guy like Sam Bennett last night, but that's going to do it for this game review. You can go ahead and let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Please don't forget to blindside hit that like button before you leave here. And hey, I'll see you next time.